What's going on, guys? My name is Jake Ingledew. I'm a business owner, novice real estate investor, a veteran, and a family man. And today I'm going to show you the first property I ever bought. My wife and I we lived in it, but now it's one of our rental properties. It's currently vacant right now. I've actually got a property management company working on getting a tenant in right now, and I think they're actually doing the walkthrough today. They might even be there when we show up. But anyhow, we're going to go over there. I'm going to show you the property and tell you how we got the property, so stay tuned. So my wife and I, we actually bought this property with the intentions of having it being a rental property in the future. So I'll show you that we're driving over there. It's not too far from my actual house now, but it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home with a 1-car garage. It's on a corner lot that's right next to a park. It's a cute little home. It's been updated a little bit, and so it's actually one of our best rentals we have. To tell you a little bit about it, we bought it using a VA loan. I'm a veteran, so it was 0 down, so that was kind of nice. We had 0 down. If you're from the West Coast, which I am, these numbers will probably baffle you, but it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home on probably about close to a half-acre lot, and we paid around $62,000 for it, including closing cost. And we are renting it out currently for $750 a month. It's been an awesome property. We're getting a pretty decent return on our investment. Like I said, the tenant just moved out, and so the property management company, I actually used to manage the properties on my own, and I did a decent job and was cutting some expenses. But man, I'm telling you, just having a property management company manage your properties, having that passive income, it becomes a lot more passive when you're not managing the properties yourself. So anyways, highly recommend doing that if you're not doing that. But anyway, so this was our first property. We bought it, we moved into it, eventually moved out of it, and now we're renting it out. A lot of times that's how a lot of people get started in investment properties and rental properties. We actually lived in it and bought 2 investment properties before we ever moved out of it. So technically it became our third investment property. But anyhow, we're gonna go check this out. I'll show you guys what it's like. We got lucky because we used a 0 down. We got it right before the market went crazy. The market went up, and this is even before COVID hit. The market had gone up a little bit in our area. But even now with COVID, I mean, we could sell that thing probably close to $100,000, maybe a little less. It'd probably be more about 85, 90, but that's pretty exciting. So I'm actually pulling up to the house right now. So I'll show you what it looks like and talk you through a little bit about it. Well, I got here to the property and I realized I didn't have the key, but I think I can get into it without the key. But anyhow, so I'll show you this property. Super nice. This is actually the company that's property managing my property, but here it is, a little bit overgrown from the last tenant. They didn't take care of it, but super cute little house. It's got shutters on it. It's a single car garage home, just something super basic. It's right next to a park, so you got the park here, and you come here to the backyard, and it's got a nice little backyard. There's a little creek that runs through on the backside there, but a big backyard, the little garden spot right up over here, and then the property actually goes all the way to these next door neighbors' property. So it's a pretty good sized lot. This is the back of the house. Super cute little house. So I'll show you it and think about it. I think this is one of the easiest ways to get started in investment properties, is just buy a home. Maybe you move into it, fix it up or whatever, and then once you move out and get another property, you just rent it out. So I'll show you the inside. All right, I finally got into the property. I had to call my property management company to get a code to get in because I left my keys. So, and I didn't want to have to go back, even though I live just right across the way. So shouldn't have been so lazy. Anyhow, I'm gonna show you guys the property so you can kind of get an idea what it looks. And so you walk in the front door here. It is on propane gas. And AC unit, and I don't know why it's like that goes into the garage. It's very bizarre, but it's a decent little rental property. We got hardwood floors through here. We did this backsplash. It's a cute little place. Little table area here. Come in here, this is the laundry room, and then this goes out to the 1-car garage. So it's a cool little property. What I love about this property is, well, first, obviously I put 0 down with the veterans loan, so that was nice to put zero down. And like I said, this property only cost us like $62,000. And so I try to go by the 1% rule, which is basically you need to rent the property out for 1% what it cost you. So in my mind, if I was getting basically about $625 out of this, I'd be pretty happy. I'm even happier because we're getting $750 out of it. So it's a great cash flow on property. It's nothing too crazy. I'll show you some more of the property. This is the hallway. And it's just a basic 2-bedroom, 1-bath home. And the bathroom is so small. Gosh, when my wife and I lived in this, so when we lived in this, it was just us and we had a baby. Oh, I can't even show you, it's dark in here. This is the bathroom though. It's like a RV bathroom, it's so small. But my wife and I, we lived in this, and I was operating my business out of this, and plus it being small, it's just a small place. It's only like 852 square feet or something like that. So we definitely outgrew it. We've got 2 kids now. It's a great rental property, but it was too small for us. So I'm glad to be out of it. But we knew when we bought it that long-term we wanted to turn it into a rental property, and it's worked out really good for us. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I guess some key takeaways from this video is if you're gonna buy a property, make sure it's cash flowing, make sure it's paying all the bills and putting some money in your pocket. Cash is king. A big fan of having cash flow, and especially as young as I am, cash flow is more important to me than appreciation or whatever. So just 1% rule. That's a pretty basic rule. It's a guideline. It's not an exact, but try to get 1% of what the property cost in rent, and that should be a good guiding principle. So if you're new to real estate investing, give that a shot. Last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is I misspoke a little bit, so I just want to clarify a little bit. The 1% rule is basically whatever the purchase price of the property, you're getting 1% of that, not the cost of the property, because maybe it only cost you $10,000 and you leveraged debt or some other people's money or whatever, and it only cost you $10,000. You don't want to rent it out for 1% of $10,000. That's just silly. So it's 1% of the purchase price. So if you have a home that costs, or the purchase price was $100,000, you would hopefully want to rent it out for $1,000 a month. So that's why I love that property that we have over there, that little 2-bedroom, 1-bath home that I just showed you, because it cost us about $62,000 and some change. We had zero down on it, so that's even cooler. But we actually were renting it out for, I think we started at $625, which is 1% of the purchase price, and then we realized how much traffic we were getting. So after that tenant moved out, we bumped it up to $650, still getting a lot of traction. So we're actually, with the way the market is, because of COVID, things are crazy, rents are higher, we're actually renting it out for $750. So I'm super stoked about that. We'll see how long this market can sustain that, but $750 on a home that costs $62,000, we put zero down. So pretty good investment property. I'm pretty happy about it, and it's our 3rd investment property. And some later videos, maybe I'll share with you guys some of my other investment properties, and actually maybe I'll share with you my first property that I ever purchased. It took 2 years of analysis paralysis. I mean, I analyzed so much about rental properties, reading books, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube channels to educate myself, and it was probably 2 to 3 years before I finally pulled the trigger and got one. And so I'll have to share my story with that first property. Anyhow, again, I hope you liked the video, and we look forward to sharing more with you, and hopefully, again, if there's anything I can do to add value to your lives, please comment below, let me know. I'd love to share what I do know. Again, I'm not a guru, but I would say compared to the average Joe, I'm pretty successful. I live off of passive income from my businesses and rental properties, and I'm not wealthy, but we're doing all right.